So I'm going to tell you all about a marvelous opportunity to make money repairing TVs. No, I'm not kidding. I'll tell you what's going on. Do you guys remember a long time ago we were getting tons of work in the TV repair business just changing capacitors because the manufacturers produced a lot of bad capacitors? Well, guess what? It's been still going on. I was surprised when I heard that. I had a call the other day from a gentleman named Mike Danish who publishes a book on TV repair case histories. And he told me that there's like 12 brands of capacitors out there still that are failing quite often. And so if a guy knows how to use a soldering iron and can swap a few caps, you can still make a few bucks repairing a lot of the TVs out there. Now the problem, from what I understand, occurred when somebody sabotaged a capacitor electrolyte recipe or something like that, and somebody stole it. I don't remember how this whole story goes, but apparently that they originally they produced a bunch of really bad caps, and I guess at one point capacitors were made with an electrolyte known as PCB, and I guess they had to quit using it even though it was a great electrolyte. Capacitors last a lot longer, but apparently the PCBs were causing cancer or something like that. Anyway, yeah, so I guess there's still some opportunities out there if you're doing TV repair. Now, I also wanted to mention Mike Danish's book on TV repair case histories. That's a book I've been ordering for years. So I haven't kept up, but basically he's kept in touch with all these TV repair shops across the United States, and they submit their repair case histories to him, and he publishes it in a book. I guess it's an ebook at this point, but it's kind of useful to have something like that if you're in the business of repairing TVs, to have the experience of another manufacturer or another repair shop, I should say, that's already recorded his notes, what he did to fix a particular TV, because often the same problems occur over and over again. So I'm going to give Mike a plug. I got his contact info here. I'm going to go ahead and type it in the info section under the video. But he mentioned that he asked that you please not call outside of Eastern Standard Time, but he's available from 9 in the morning till 9 at night Eastern Standard Time. Anyway, I just thought I'd give him a plug, and I was just going to say I can't believe that this is still an option, that they haven't solved the capacitor problem by now. You would think after all these years that, this wouldn't be an issue. By the way, are any of you guys still repairing TVs out there? I generally don't at this point. I suppose if a TV came in here, I knew it was just a capacitor job, or I knew exactly what the part was, I might want to take it on, but I'm doing so much outside work right now, setting up TVs for people, a lot of antennas still. There's still a lot of work out there just doing TV support. These new TVs are not like they used to be. You can't just turn them on anymore. Sometimes you got to register them online just to activate some of the functions in them. So a lot of people that don't want to go there, they're more than happy to hire you to do it for them. So anyway, there you have it. So yeah, let me know if you're still repairing TVs. I'm kind of curious.